Hello everyone, I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I want to talk about a Void champion that probably a lot of you guys managed to unlock today. And if you haven't managed to unlock it just yet, probably you're gonna do it in the next few weeks. Now, if you're a slacker like me, probably you're gonna have to wait a couple of more weeks. Basically, if we go on the clan right here and go at the clan shop, we have Yakarl The Scouge, free Void legendary champion that we can unlock. Now, everybody will be able to unlock this champion. The whole idea is kind of like a matter of time. And friendly advice, if your clan is holding you back, you might want to consider in moving up to a better clan, a clan that's kind of like on your own pace, you know? You don't want to be held back, especially when we're talking about rewards and goodies that you're gonna miss because your clan is not leveling up at all and you have a lot of inactive people in the clan. I think in order to be able to purchase fragments for Yakarl, your clan will need to be, I think, a level 7 or a level 9. I'm not 100% sure anymore, so please let me know in the comments down below or correct me if I'm wrong on that one. So once you're gonna be in a clan that is at the required level, you're gonna be able to purchase fragments and it's gonna take you tons of weeks till you're gonna manage to unlock the champion. Now, I focused more on getting my Arbiter skin, which I finally unlocked. I'm always focused on getting better things that are important for my account, either getting the charms that are right here, the rank or the rarity, either getting the chaos ores. I'm prioritizing those things over fragments for Yakarl. Yannick is another awesome champion that you're gonna be able to unlock from here if you haven't done it just yet. So these two are actually decent champions. Now, is Yakarl worth it? Is it worth it to build a champion after you completed all this stuff? You got all the fragments, you're ready to summon him in a CVC or during a champion chase tournament, you want to get those points because a Void Legendary, I think, is 650 points, if I'm not mistaken, or 750. So that's a good chunk of points, you know, so you definitely want to keep that in mind before you summon Yakarl. Is he worth it? Can we run him in dungeons? What we can do with him in arena? Now, when they actually buffed him and they announced that they're gonna use him in the clan shop, I actually made a video on him. But I feel like the meta, especially for arena, it changed a lot and we just want to revisit a bit the champion and see if it's worth it for you guys to invest in him. So we are on my normal account, we're not on the test server or anything like that. So we're not gonna be able to try him in the faction wars because the crypt is closed and is only gonna open in around 9 days. But we're gonna try him in arena, we're gonna try him in dungeons, we're gonna try him in the Doom Tower and see if it's worth it to build. Now, before we move over to talk about the champion, guys, if you enjoyed the music you heard in the video, I just want to let you know I partner up with Soundstripe. They have an amazing music library, so if you're a content creator, a music enthusiast, definitely head over and check them out. The link will be in the description down below or in the pinned comments. Plus, I can save you 15% on checkout by using code Skratch. Yakarl The Scouge, here we come. I feel like the build that we have on him is well-rounded, so we can actually use this for everywhere in the game. Now, if we're talking about hard mode Doom Tower, we might want to give him a bit of more accuracy, and if we're talking about the spider dungeon, we might want to decrease the speed a bit on him even more to make sure the spiderlings will have over 75% turn meter. And we're gonna get to the spider dungeon as well because I feel like he definitely has some very crazy potential for that. Now, we have him built on a Savage and a Perception set. Total stats on him, we have 33k HP, 5400 attack, almost 5.5k attack, 1800 defense, 214 speed, 100 crit rate, 226 crit damage, and we have 233 accuracy. This is the weapon that we have on him, so we're focused on getting damage from attack, right? Because he's an attack-based champion. We have a bit of accuracy here and there. That's great for the A1, great for the A2. We have crit damage gloves, we have attack chest piece, we have speed boots, we have an attack ring, crit damage amulet, and of course we have an attack banner. In terms of masteries, we have offense and support 3 now. The whole idea is that we want to get more accuracy, so we're going to try to go for the support 3. We're gonna get Evil Eye as well, just because it's gonna help us in dungeons, like on the Fire Knight, on the Spider, it's gonna help us in the Doom Tower. This is actually gonna help us for decreased speed. The Master Hex are kind of like the best choice that was left there. And tier 6, we actually have Helm Smasher just to get more damage out of him, you know? So these are kind of like the masteries for him. The skills, A1, we have a chance to ram freeze, right? Ignores defense if they're under freeze. The A2 steals the Termiter, which is very, very nice as well. Plus has a chance to land decreased speed, which is fairly good if the target is under a freeze. We're gonna ignore more defense. The A3 attacks all enemies. 100% chance to land a freeze if they have 75% or more Termiter and the debuff cannot be resisted. He has a very good attack aura for all battles, so all around he's a pretty good champion. Let's start with Arena, then we're gonna do Dungeons, we're gonna do Doom Tower, and I wanna see what you guys think about the champion. I feel like for Arena, he's pretty good for the lower tiers. Like, I don't think he's a Platinum Arena champion, just for the simple fact that there's so much stone skin all over the place, and if you don't manage to strip the buff from the enemy, his freeze is not really gonna come in play, so that will make him a bit pointless for it. We cannot decrease the Termiter under champions that have stone skin, so a lot of crazy things like this. But when we're talking about Gold 4, Gold 5, the rest of the tiers, and you're just using him for farming, I feel like he's pretty solid. He's definitely gonna help your team quite a bit. Like, we're gonna try to do a couple of runs on a few different teams here and kind of see like what sort of results we're getting out of him. So we should be able to see what sort of damage we're cracking out of here. And the whole idea behind it is that Death Freeze, you see right now everybody's almost at full Termiter on the enemy team. This freeze is gonna be 100% unresistible if they survive. Okay, so all three survived except Duchess, and they're all frozen. This gives us the upper hand. We're gonna manage to rotate and get another turn before they're gonna manage to do any sort of moves. And that's what I like about him. This freeze being unresistible is pretty solid now. We're not gonna manage to use another skill and just bang, ignore the defense because the target is frozen. I feel like for the A1 and A2 to come in play on this champion, you need to use a different champion that lands the freeze, or kind of like play it more for PvE rather than PvP, you know? Because it's pretty hard to make it happen, you know? I like that his Void Affinity hits pretty hard with the stats that we actually have on him. His multipliers are not bad. Right, so we got a team with Mitrala. We all know that she can go to like 1000 resistance. Well, guess what? Yakarl doesn't need accuracy to freeze her if she has over 75% Termiter, so let's teach her some manners. I'm actually gonna use Yoshi for increased accuracy on my Madame series, just in case if we don't have enough accuracy to strip the immunity or whatever she has. And we're gonna have the attack up, but I switched up the lead just to have attack lead instead of the speed, to make sure the opponent is gonna have over 75% Termiter. So let's see what's going to happen here. You see, she's on Stone Skin. Hopefully we're gonna manage to remove that with Madame series. If no, it's not gonna be great. But the good part is that almost everyone is over 75% Termiter, and this tick happened. Now they're definitely gonna be over it. So we got that increased accuracy on a Madame series. Please remove that Stone Skin. Yes. And now, bang! Mitrala, goodbye. Most of the people, they don't run Mitrala on Stone Skin. They run her on immunity or non-immunity. So Yakarl is gonna be a very, very good counter for Mitrala, guys, just to have in Arena. I'm not really talking about Platinum Arena, how I mentioned, but for the rest of the tiers, Yakarl is gonna be kind of like the godfather of Mitrala, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't need accuracy to freeze her, and if you freeze the cleanser on the opponent team, you're sorted, because she's not gonna get to cleanse the team, and you're kind of like gonna be ready to clap them. Let's go against this team as well. Do I need this? I think we do. Let's go like that. Rotos is gonna be a problem here, but hopefully we're not gonna get wrecked by him, you know? Okay. I think Seafish is gonna manage to buff right before I take my turn. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna try to do this. Yes, you see, we decrease that Termiter just to make sure we're actually taking our turn before. And check this out. Bang! Frozen! Goodbye, Mitrala. We managed to kill Sifi, so Rotos is not a problem anymore because Sifi didn't manage to remove the buffs the debuffs from him, sorry, with her passive. And now we can do that. Knock that Termiter down. We're actually gonna do it from Mitrala. We stole the Termiter, and we're gonna be able to slowly kill Rotos now. Hopefully. You never know. Rotos is pretty crazy. He might take like 100 extra turns and melt my entire team. Sometimes that happens too. Just saying. It definitely happens sometimes, okay? But this is a safe fight now. That's kind of like how it's gonna work with Yakarl. I feel like it's a very solid counter for Mitrala, for people that don't have all the crazy champions in the game. Now, let's move over and do some dungeons. Now, in terms of dungeons, guys, I really want to try him on the Fire Knight. I feel like for the Dragon, he doesn't really bring anything. Decreased speed, decreased thermometer is not gonna benefit us there. He's gonna be good for the waves, though. On the Ice Golem, he's gonna be pretty solid as well. The only problem is I feel like he might be doing too much damage, and that might cause the boss to annihilate your entire team. So it really depends what sort of team you have for the Ice Golem. If you're counting on damage dealers like him, he's definitely gonna fit in just fine. For the Spider, I don't have Cisia or Theodore on this account, so probably I'm gonna do another video on my other account, probably for tomorrow or the day after, just kind of like to showcase a Spider team with him, and I'm gonna go more in depth, and I'm gonna explain what's the whole thing behind it. Fire Knight, that's the place where I want to try him today. So we're gonna go all the way to stage 25. He has decreased speed, he has decreased thermometer, increased speed. That's actually gonna make him pretty solid. He's gonna have some decent damage on the waves. He's gonna control the waves as well, which is definitely gonna be very beneficial for our entire team. We have Cold Heart just to help us with that shield. We need a lot of multi-hits to knock down the shield on stage 25. We have Renegade. We have Stagnite for defense down, attack down. Again, decrease a bit of the speed. We have multi-hits on the A1. And we have Grohak the Bloodied. Multi-hits on the A1. Plus we decrease the thermometer even more. This should be a decent team for the Fire Knight. For the presets, I'm quickly going to show you the whole thing because it's gonna matter. So we're gonna have this for round 1. So on Yakarl, we're only gonna use the A3 ones because we want to have it saved for the next round as well. So put it on don't use again. On round 3, make him start with the A1 and use the A2 on his second round to actually steal the thermometer. With Grohak, again, we're gonna start with the A2. On round 2, pretty much the same. Round 3, we're actually gonna make him start with the A1 as well, to make sure we have the multi-hits going in the shield. With Cold Heart, we're actually gonna start with the Heartseeker here. We're not gonna use the Heartseeker on the second round, on the second wave, just because we wanna make sure we have it saved up for the boss. And here, of course, we're gonna start with this. We're gonna put this one on the first choice, and we're not gonna use the A2 on the boss because that's really not gonna help us at all on the boss, you know. Stagnite, we're gonna start with his defense down, of course. The team preset on round 3 when we get at the boss is to use the A1. Renegade, she's gonna use the A2 when we get at the boss because we have multi-hits. And she's not gonna use the A2 on round 2 or round 1. Not at all. She's gonna open with the A1 just because I have her a bit too fast for this team and I didn't want it to change the build because it's gonna mess up my normal team. So I made her open with the A1 and she's gonna reset the skills with the A3 on the entire team, not only on a few champions, because Grohak is not as fast as her. The speeds are not crazy on the team, but let's jump in it and kind of like have a look at this team. It's not gonna be a fast team. It's not gonna be like the one I showcased the other day, guys, because those teams that are doing it super fast, they require better champions. They require kind of like key champions. You need a Seer for the waves, or you might need a Ruel for the waves that has crazy gear to one-shot all the enemy teams, and is definitely something different. But this right here is kind of like more of an average team, you know, a team that's is gonna do the dungeon, but it's nothing too crazy in terms of speeds, it's nothing too crazy in terms of builds. They're just gonna do it, not too fast either, you know. So that's kind of like one thing with this team. I think it's a pretty decent team though. So here we go. The main issue that you can have on these waves is that Natril. That Natril can be pretty dangerous, especially if he's gonna use the stun skill, decrease the thermometer. He can mess up your team a bit, but as long as Yakarl is gonna keep them all frozen, because you see that's kind of like what he's doing right here, you're not gonna have any sort of issues whatsoever. We landed that freeze, beautiful. Now, most of the time, these waves, they're not gonna have over 75% thermometer, so we're not gonna have 100% chance to freeze, you know. So you can actually give him the right speed to overlap the opponent and use the skill that freezes only on his second round. You can actually set that on the AI, and like that, he's gonna guarantee freeze everybody every single time, you know. Kind of takes us almost 2 minutes to kill the waves, seems like it. I've only run like a few rounds with it before. I think I've done like 3 runs, if I'm not mistaken. I like Grohak actually. He's getting a lot of Thermiter back. He's dropping a decent Thermiter on the opponent, but he's not doing that much damage, you know. That's kind of like the only thing. And I don't have Savage on him. I have just some random speed and perception gear on him, because I'm not really using him anywhere else but Faction Wars. So if you would give Savage on more champions here, same even on a Stag Knight, this will actually work much better, you know. So you see, we have decreased speed, decreased defense, we stole the Thermiter. The boss is not gonna take a turn like this. We don't need a lure to do this team. You do need to have a Cold Heart or a Krutraxa just to be able to knock down that shield. You need champions with multi-hits. That's the whole idea, you know. If no, we're not gonna be able to knock down the shield with the hits that we have, you know, because we have 2, we have 3, we have 2, we have 2. So we need more hits to knock down that 15-hit shield, because it's pretty nasty on this stage. But the team is doing pretty well, you see. They're getting that Thermiter down constantly. The boss doesn't manage, is not gonna manage to get a turn here. Bang, again, we stole the Thermiter, taking another one, dropping decent damage. So I actually think that this is pretty good. 3 minutes and 4 seconds, and we have Yakarl with 2.3 million damage, Grohak with 1, Cold Heart with 1.5, Stag Knight with 800k. Decent damage. Honestly, not bad at all. And you've seen how we actually control the waves, and the Thermiter on the boss, pretty solid. Let's move over to a wave on the Doom Tower. Let's just say you're trying to do Doom Tower hard mode. You don't have Seer, Kaimar, and all the crazy champions that will allow you to one-shot the waves and take you all the way to floor 120. Then you're gonna need to have some crowd control on your team to make sure you're controlling the enemy team. If no, they're gonna do that to you and wreck your entire squad. They always have a lot of CC champions. CC stands for crowd control, for whoever is not familiar. You see 2 Ignatius, provoke, Thermiter control, revivers. They're pretty nasty, these waves on the Doom Tower. So this is the team that we're gonna run. If we're gonna have a look at the team setup, we need to set a preset, because Yakarl is always gonna try to use the A2 instead of the A3. And if you wanna be successful while you're doing it on Oro, you wanna make sure you're putting the right preset. So we wanna make sure he's always gonna have his A3 available for every single round. That's why for round 1 and round 2, we're only gonna use it 1 time. Same with Lydia, we wanna have defense down every single time. So we're gonna start like the same way, only use it once per round, except round 3, of course. Same with Arbiter with the increased attack. Nothing on Jamarsa, and nothing really on a Hundig. Not on the first round. If we're doing too much damage on some of them, you're gonna wanna make sure to don't overkill the waves too fast. So Yakarl actually gets to use the skills to rotate his A3 because he's on a 4-turn cooldown now. That's pretty much everything. Let's see what we're getting out of this team. I feel like if you don't have a very stacked account, if you don't have only crazy champions and crazy gear, he's actually gonna do some serious work on your account, because he is pretty good as a champion. I feel like he's very underestimated as a champion. He actually can do some nice work, and I love the whole idea for Arena with him and Mitrala. That's a very good thing that he can actually deliver. And just generally all around, I feel like he can be pretty good, you know. Decent damage from him, good for the Fire Knight. He's gonna be pretty good here as well. So I like to see that, you know. We got that unkillable placed because he killed the target while it was frozen. That's pretty good as well. Now, these waves are very nasty, how I mentioned before. I'm definitely not a big fan. But again, we're getting that AoE freeze, which actually comes in handy so damn good. And now we're gonna let Hundig do whatever he does the best. Just wreck them. He's gonna get another turn before that Ignatius. Wreck 1. So we have 1 left to deal with. Probably Hundig is gonna slowly clean him up. No, we're not. That's fine. When is only 1 target left, it's not like gonna instantly wreck your entire team, especially if you haven't got damage before. So that's great to see. And here we go. AoE freeze again. We have that defense down, weaken. We have all the things that we need. Beautiful. So that's kind of like what you need in order to succeed in the Doom Tower. You gotta have a lot of crowd control, very, very important, and then you should be pretty much sorted all around, you know? Crowd control is the key though. Like if you really don't have a lot of crazy champions, just get a couple of decent support champions, crowd control, damage dealer, and you're gonna be able to go. And Yakarl kind of fits both of these things, crowd control and damage dealer, you see. Yakarl with 1.1 million damage. I feel like he's definitely doing a decent job. Let me know in the comments down below how many of you guys actually got Yakarl today. How many of you are gonna get him in the next few weeks? Let me know what you think of him. But that was all for this video. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.